Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Motivation Mondays. It's your boy, Brandon, coming at you with a new type of workout. This is not my standard delt workout. This is a variation of Dwayne the Rocks Johnson. Dwayne the Rock Johnson's shoulder workout. I felt like it was pretty close to what I normally do as far as volume goes. The only thing that it had that mine doesn't is two different sets of lateral raises and two different sets of rear delts, which is what we're doing here. This is the first one. I always do rear delts at least once in my workouts to get the shoulders good and warmed up, and because the rear delts never get much love from just your typical gym goer. They are very important if you want overall delt development, and if you want a lot more strength in your deadlift, your rows, and of course your overhead press. I think I'd done 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, going up in weight every time, of course, getting to where I was pushing back maybe 80 to 100 pounds. You could definitely see now I'm putting a lot more oomph into the way that I, push it back. My head's down, which you shouldn't do. You should always keep your head straight, but really giving it some concentration here. And you can see my elbows dipping as well. Last one. Coming in with that focus. Took a little bit extra long on my rest. I mean, The Rock is just not a human. I mean, the guy's a beast. So this is me just giving it my all. I think I may have went back down in weight to get more repetitions with this set. Anyway, guys, moving on. Now we're going to the overhead dumbbell press. As you can see here, I'm starting with a fairly medium weight. These are either the 50s or the 55-pound dumbbells, just to get the shoulders good and warmed up, get a good pump going. As you can see, unlike a lot of my other pressing techniques, my elbows are a little further out to my side. The Rock tends to throw some emphasis on just hitting the lateral head of the delt, which this does. Now we're going up to the big guys right now, 65s. I can press more than this, or at least I could when I was 30 pounds heavier. But it takes me a lot of energy to get these guys to my shoulders when there's nobody else in the gym with me. And so as you can see, pressing them is not that big of a deal. It's just getting them to my shoulders and getting that first rep up. Don't get me wrong, they were heavy. You could see the stern consternation right there in my face. And we're done. So actually, I'm gonna transition it on into the next one here. Okay, yeah, we do. We go down to the 60s. At that point in time, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to pick those up again. So here's how I get bigger dumbbells up when there's nobody to help me get them to my shoulders. I have no hip on my right side, so I have to do what I can to get the dumbbells up. On my right side, sorry. My left side, I can kick them up to my shoulder, no problem. So we've gone down 5 pounds. As you can see, I'm going really slow, really controlled on the down. It's really important for muscle hypertrophy, guys. And then you want to explode. I mean, you can see me coming off the bench a little bit, using my legs just to get those reps in. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a rest. and we just do kind of a quick jump cut. We still got the 60s. So I felt like I didn't get as many reps as I could with these guys right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I done what is called a rest pause. Took like 30, maybe 40 seconds and threw the same weight back up for a few more reps. And I do mean just a few. My shoulders at this point were starting to get super fatigued. Yeah, see, I only got 2 or 3 more up. Coming on into my 3rd working set. I didn't count the first one as an actual working set because just warming up. It wasn't really that heavy. These were not either, but I counted this as a set because by the time I got done with 65s and 60s, my shoulders were a wreck. And as you can see, this weight here is not as hard for me to get up. I can literally curl this to my shoulder. And look at my stance, guys. Like I'm leaning, but my shoulders are a little bit more in front of me because that's what I'm used to. I don't do a whole lot of bodybuilding workouts on the regular. I don't always try to go for like hypertrophy every day. I'm always doing strength training, just trying to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Do another jump cut there. But yeah, so the elbows were kind of coming in front of me like an actual military press, like I would do with a barbell. And it just, when I can't get the weight up, that's just kind of what my mind or my body automatically reverts to. It just goes back to that form for safety. And you could just see the struggle in my face there. I fail at that one. So I've done a couple just regular jump cuts here, no transitions, because, you know, at that point in time I was like, oh man, I have to get this weight. I gotta get as many reps as I can because The Rock does like 10 to 15 a set. So this one right here is gonna be my delt destructor. And look at that, and my eyes are widening. Not that you can see that very well. I'm sweating all over. I feel like I just want to die. And there's the failure. Alright guys, here it is. Here is the heavy set of side lateral raises. I do this with kind of a lean just to get that momentum, as most people do, even bodybuilders. You know, they say controlled, which I am controlling the down motion. You see, they're not just flopping. But after all those reps, you know, those 40 pounds are heavy, especially when you're trying to raise them to the side. Going straight to the 35s after that. We don't take too much of a break in between these. I'm only doing 3, trying to get as many reps as I can, 8 to 10. Not completely keeping my arms straight, as you can see. The emphasis is going to be on raising the elbows by using the delts. So as long as you're getting that time under tension in, you know, you're not going to be able to hold a 35 and 40 pound dumbbell straight out to the side, no bend in the elbow. Not even some of the strongest guys can do that. Not only that, it's dangerous. Alright guys, last set of these. What do we do here? Oh yeah, just go straight down to the 30. Get adjusted here. Man, got a lot of leg movement in there. I didn't notice that at first, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that weight up, guys. Gotta get that hypertrophy. Bigger you make those shoulders look, the wider you look, the better it looks. And it just feels like such a workout at this point. You can see the veins in my arms just popping out, and I'm not even doing biceps. Okay, guys. Now on to a superset. So we're doing rear delts again. This time I'm leaning over the back of the bench, doing single arm, and just basically doing the same thing that you see me doing on the first machine. You know, I think we got maybe like a 15-20 pound dumbbell there. Not a lot. Doing it this way is difficult. You know, you can put your chest up against the the thing there and lean over and do it that way with 2 arms, or you can lean over like I'm doing here and do it single arm, or you can sit down and lean over and do it that way, single or double arm. I done it this way because I felt like it gave me more of a workout. And then we superset it immediately. There was no time wasted. I just cut out all the walking back and forth to heavy dumbbell shrugs. Since this was a pre-recorded thing from when I'm doing voiceovers here, I don't remember how big this dumbbell was. I know I grabbed bigger than an 80, so it was like an 85 or 90 pound dumbbell. I remember struggling hard to shrug those guys. Back into rear delt raises. At this point, I'm just kind of resting my head on my arm. I am toast. Like I was just ready to give it up, guys, but you have to keep going. You have to stay the course and stay motivated, get those reps in if you want your muscles to grow, if you want to get stronger. You can't give up. There's no giving up. If I was to give up now, what would that make it? You know, it's like this is a motivational channel, guys. This is me trying to tell you guys to never give up. So I didn't. I kept going despite the fact that my body was just telling me to go home, get some food. Yeah, you can see it in my face right here. It's like no smiles, just stern consternation, nothing but, you know, just blowing O2 out the lungs. The shrugs look horrible. Not even getting my right shoulder all the way up. But I mean, it's, you know, with the heavy side lateral raises took it out of my trapezius too. Back into the rear delts. Yeah, guys. So if you want to give this workout a try, you know, go right ahead. You can look up the actual Dwayne Johnson The Rock workouts, obviously online or on YouTube. A lot of fitness YouTubers just try their hand at a lot of popular workouts of celebrities, you know, Dwayne Johnson, a lot of movie stars like Gal Gadot, who played Wonder Woman, Henry Cavill, Superman. One of the biggest motivators for me, especially, is people like Dwayne Johnson. He takes the time, despite his busy schedule, acting, you know, sometimes still wrestling. He's a family man. He travels all the time, you know, but he still makes time and he still works his butt off, guys. The dude could legitimately be a bodybuilder if he was to quit everything else. If he was to just stop acting right now and take the time to be a bodybuilder, he's got the genetics. He is huge. He's like 6'5", and he's a really ripped, really monstrous 260 pounds. So if he wanted to get to the same freakiness that, you know, people like Ronnie Coleman or Jay Cutler was, I think he could, you know. He's a big dude. Now we've gotten on into the second version of the side lateral raises. He does this up against an incline bench and tries to keep his arms, you know, relatively straight, and does the same amount of sets, same amount of reps, but with a lower weight and, you know, slower and controlled reps. So really focusing on those lateral muscles of the deltoids, which is what gives you width. He also does a lot of front raise stuff, which I did not do. I opted to take out the front raises of the exercise because I do a lot of pressing, guys, and that really puts a lot of emphasis on the front deltoid. When you do chest, bench press, whether it's dumbbells, machine press, dumbbell press, push-ups, it don't matter. That all works the front portion of the delt. So I just mostly went with the rear delt and the side, or the lateral versions. And here we are coming on to the second version of shrugs. I do this on the row machine, because I don't have good balance. I didn't get a lot of footage of this one because my camera was dying, but this is how I do two-handed shrugs or barbell shrugs. Sometimes on a Smith, but I can do more weight this way. Allows me to do it slow and controlled. And finally, we go to machine press for AMRAP. I only done one set. Didn't get a lot of time on this machine because my camera kept dying, so I apologize. But yeah, so basically this is just really slow and controlled, guys. As many as you can. And that's the Dwayne Johnson workout, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.